On this Irish fortress, a bride's ghost may still be waiting for the wedding night that ended in blood.
They say the air here remains cold even during summer, as if something unseen still walks these ancient walls. At the edge of Charles Fort, Zora senses that Ireland's White Lady is far more than an ordinary shadow. Her legend begins with eternal grief. Beneath these ruined walls where love, duty, and death once collided centuries ago. Centuries ago, Charles Fort stood pristine, guarding the coast while music and wedding laughter filled the dark night.
Wilhelmina, dressed in white, ran joyfully toward her new husband, believing their wedding celebration had not yet ended, but had remained at his post, bound by duty, even as his new bride desperately begged him to stay. Unable to leave, Tad watched Wilhelmina gently place a white rose upon his coat beneath the stars above.
Then everything changed.
Tad fell asleep at his post, completely unaware that someone was approaching through the darkness.
Her father, the governor, saw only a shadow beside the cannon and believed a deserter had abandoned his duty.
He raised his pistol, completely unaware that the sleeping figure before him was actually his own son-in-law, Taj. A single gunshot shattered the night. Wilhelmina screamed as her husband collapsed beneath the cold fortress walls around them. She cradled Tad's body, watching the white rose on his chest slowly become stained crimson with his blood. Her father finally understood his terrible mistake, but Wilhelmina's grief had already become something far beyond human words. With an empty gaze, Wilhelmina turned away from her father and began walking slowly toward the high ramparts. The governor shouted for her to stop, but she continued toward the edge, carrying unbearable grief within her.
Then Wilhelmina stepped into the darkness, disappearing beyond the ramparts as the Atlantic swallowed her final farewell completely. 3 deaths followed this tragedy: Taj, the bride, and the governor, who ended his own life the next morning. Years later, Zaya returned to the same place, standing where the devastating tragedy was believed to have unfolded.
Then, through the mist, a pale woman appeared, dressed in white, silently watching from the distant walkway nearby. Zaya's lantern suddenly died, leaving only darkness as the ghost seemed to draw closer through the surrounding mist.
Did she truly disappear into the mist? Or is the White Lady still waiting here for someone to remember her?